What's up, my blessed people? How y'all doing? It's your boy B.Money, aka the producer, and I'm back with the fellas, man. I think our last episode was intimacy. Hopefully y'all learned something from that. Learned, what these men need out here. To feel that level of intimacy, to feel they love tank. And if you that kind of woman that can handle it, you know what I'm saying, and you trying to be with my guy Moses, you gotta be ready to hit all five. Because he doesn't have a love language. But hey, moving on, man. Hey, we back and we got another topic for y'all today. Something that can also happen right before you get into some intimacy. But you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna hold that topic for right now, give y'all a title. But before we get started, man, I haven't talked to my guys in a while. We haven't put none on wax in a while. Man, let's see how my fellas doing. B.Bond, man, president, CEO, brother. How you doing, man?
Blessed and busy, booked and busy, as these ladies would say. You know what I'm saying? That what they say, booked and busy.
Hey, man.
That's what I am, man. I'm out here running the world, running track, you know what I mean? Coaching. Doing a few podcasts, you know what I mean? Did y'all like educational, B.Bond? I only hear feedback. I only get feedback when I'm spicy. You know what I'm saying? When it's educational, anybody got nothing to say.
Hey, man, they people won't be ready for the education.
It went over their head.
It did. It did, but I'm good, man.
Oh, man, that's what's up, man. Juicer, man, where you at now these days?
Man, I had to think about it. I'm in Florida this week. I had to think about it. I'm back down here. I've pretty much been down here 3 weeks, the whole month of January. A couple of launches, back-to-back, 61.5 hours. 2 of them knocked out, record for the government. But it was good, man. I'm tired. I probably got bags under my eyes, but, maybe the light and help a brother out. But I'm blessed and highly favored, bro.
Hey, man, I heard you did 2 launches in 72 hours. What did you do after that?
Bro, I went to Disney World.
Hey, man. Last but not least, man, my guy, you know what I'm saying, partner Red Sea, Moses, how you living, brother?
I won't complain. That's how I'm living. How y'all doing?
John P. Key, I hear you.
Hey, man, we good out here. We good. Hey, man.
Sometimes my clouds hang low.
I can hardly see the road.
Hey, man,
we're gonna go to church.
You ain't gonna do. You ain't gonna.
I
thought he was gonna finish it.
I thought he was gonna finish it.
I was about to.
I thought he was gonna do it.
Hey, it's all right. Hey, it says at least 2 are gathered. We got 4 up here.
Look around.
And
I think. Oh, go ahead. You got it, bro. I think things over.
Come on, Pastor. Where you at?
B.Bond catching the Holy Ghost, man. Hey, and as y'all producer, man, I'm doing
Hold
good.
on. How you doing, bro?
Oh, man, I'm doing good. I'm blessed. Sticking moving, was able to get down there and see my first rocket launch, you know what I'm saying, linked with the little big little bro, however you say it. You know what I'm saying? And didn't set my goals and making these moves out here, man. So
I saw you on Space Mountain. It looked like you were shook a little bit.
Yeah. I was about to say you about to turn 35 next month. Pretty much by the time this episode come out. What'd you do for your 35th birthday?
Hey man,
This episode coming out Thursday, Ninja. What you talking
Hey, that's February. Hey, that's
you know
February.
what I'm saying? Hey, I finally, after 34 years on this earth, I went to Disney World. My bad, man. I was smiling from ear to ear like a little kid, man. You know what? I'm gonna put some out for y'all. Show y'all some of the videos, some of the pictures from it. And look, let's get to this topic. But y'all know, before we get to any topic, we have to see what Jew gonna do out here in these world, man. So we got our session that we hit. Our segment. What would you do? And Jew, we got a question. Of course, you need to answer in that time that has already been specified. And to get into it, man, 69 seconds. Hey, man, minute and 9 seconds for the children. But as we want to say, man, hey, look, we got a question from one of our viewers, a situation. So, hey, this guy, he's in a situation and he is around his ex a little bit more frequently, but he doesn't know if he should tell his girl that it's his ex. Should he disclose that information? What would you do?
So, hold on, man. I need a little bit more elaboration. He's just around her.
I mean, they have some interactions.
They friends.
They friends. Okay. All right.
You ready, guy?
Yeah, I feel like he want to know if he should disclose it. Okay.
You feel like you get it set up?
Yeah, no, I just feel like it's like a very open-ended question. Like, I mean, he's just disclosing it, so, but it's
okay.
So they friends, look. They hanging out, they chilling, they parlaying.
Yeah. Or are they working together?
They ran. Look, he ran into her at him and his old lady. They went to a party. You know what I'm saying? And his ex was there.
Okay.
And there was some interaction.
Okay, cool. I mean, that's okay. So she was there. She saw this. Okay. So
but she also in the
I appreciate that context. That was
possibility they might be around. You know what I'm saying? They might cross paths.
Okay, yeah. It was a little bit too open ended for me. I can 69 seconds. I got to answer this, and I need a little bit more clarity.
Oh man, what I would do? Hey man, go 5, 4, 3, 2, go.
All right. So since she was around them, and it's probably obvious, she probably felt them vibes. If he was a brother like any of us, then she probably felt them vibes that was an ex right there. So in that moment, probably just be like, hey, that's my friend, because you're not gonna make it awkward for everybody right there. But then later on, you got to let that information be known, like, hey, that's my ex. Used to smack them cheeks, or we were together for a little minute. Whatever the situation was, like, I think you do need to disclose it if you know you're going to be around that person again. If really y'all just ran into each other, say they was at the mall, I know that's not the situation, then really it's not even worth taking that heat. You got to know your significant other to know if she gonna want that smoke after, if she got some of them insecurities, she gonna ask a lot of questions. I saw the way she was looking at you. That's just unnecessary information, in my opinion. And you want to keep your peace at home. So what would you do if there's somebody that you're gonna be around and your new boo, your significant other, got to see them on a regular or around them every now and then? You got to disclose that information, but not right then. Don't make it weird. If not, this is like a 1-2 time thing. Just let it pass. Let sleeping dogs lie and go be great. That's what you would do.
That dude barely made it, man. That dude barely made it. I think I might have started like 2 seconds late, but hey, at the end of the day, it's what's the time that's on the clock. But all right, Drew say he'll disclose it if they're gonna be around each other. Even though he said earlier on he gonna let her know that he was smacking them cheeks. Hey man, that's my guy, Drew, man. But let's go ahead and get into
it. Wait, before we get into it, so y'all letting y'all's significant other know y'all slap some other cheeks?
I mean, they gonna,
for real.
I don't know. I mean, Mo. I mean, I just said it, Mo. Would you?
Well, help me out.
You let your girl know you slapping some other cheeks, Mo?
Like, oh, I'm in the club and I pow, or am I in the club and I'm like, I'm smashing?
Nah, like your girl, like you run into your ex-girl with your new girl, and you like, oh yeah, I used to slap them cheeks back in the day.
Oh yeah,
I used to clap.
Yeah. All right, so for me, I'm learning now. I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? And I'm gonna keep it a buck because at the end of the day, that's a past. And that was before my old lady. So I'm gonna tell her, like, hey, if any weird vibes you picking up, like maybe something could have happened, it has. That's my ex over there. And I'm gonna just let her know up front what the situation is and just say, hey, that's just that. Now, especially if it's something where we had a party and then she may come around more than once, like then that way, you know, the trust with you and your significant other gonna still be there. You know what I'm saying? Once you start really kind of, like, in my opinion, pulling off on telling the information now, you know what I'm saying? Everything ain't meant like, you know, as I say, right hand don't tell your left hand. Certain stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like in this instance, because there's nothing more to that now, you know what I'm saying? That's the me, I would just keep it a buck. Yo, that's old news.
It sounds like since you re-asked the question, B, it sounds like you don't agree that you would not disclose that information.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna keep it player pay.
I mean, you asked me. So
wait, I'm just gonna keep it playing. Let's get into the episode. B, what's up?
no. Hold on. Freak that. Bring it back. I need Spicy B to come on out. Now all of a sudden you scared to talk. If you scared to talk, let us know.
It's not a fear thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just hey, B.Bond already got some sort of reputation on this podcast. I'm just gonna say, I don't want to further the expectations of what I'm about to be given. You're gonna get Spicy B tonight. You're gonna get a little spicy, but B.Bond ain't gonna answer that question. I'm just gonna keep it, player.
All right. Well, hey, since he already said we're gonna get Spicy B tonight, let's get into this topic so that way we can get to Spicy B and with a little bit of educational B. But with that being said, man, our topic for tonight, women be shopping. You cannot stop a woman from shopping. Nice has dropped that quote, one of my favorite quotes from the Nutty Professor. With that being said, we know that not just women, but people be gossiping. And some people be gossiping about who they ex is. Hey, but what is that? That's pillow talk. You know what? I made a little song about it. Let me sing it to you. Y'all didn't even know I could play the piano.
Yeah, you in tune now. Your keyboard in tune.
Right. Thank you. Hoes. You pillow talking hoes. Telling on nose. You pillow talking hoes.
Oh Lord Jesus. This is that. That's all.
We talking about pillow talk. Let's get to it. Hey man, I ain't gonna belabor it no more. Y'all done heard the beautiful song, and I want y'all to sing that at all time whenever you come across a pillow talking hoe. But before we get into what pillow talking is, it derives from something else, in my opinion, but I'll let my fellas talk on it, is gossip. Man, what is y'all definition? First question, what is y'all definition of gossip? Moses, I'm coming straight to you first, brother. What is your definition of gossip?
Information that's not been confirmed, but yet you're talking about it and spreading it amongst other people.
Sure. All right. Nice, short, and sweet. B.Bond. My God, what is gossip?
Information that ain't got nothing to do with you, but you speaking on it. I repeat myself. Information that ain't got nothing to do with you, and you speaking on it and offering your opinion to somebody else that ain't got nothing else to do with it. I add that part at the end. Two of y'all talking on something that ain't got nothing to do with y'all and offering your opinion. That's gossip.
Offering your opinion to each other or offering your opinion to the person who the topic may be about?
Girl, if I was in that situation, that to each other, you know what I'm saying? Or a nigga, that couldn't have been me, man. Stuff like that.
Hey, Jew, What about you, bro, man? Are they hitting on the head? What's gossip to you, man?
I think both of them just hit it on the head. And it could be something that is affiliated with you. However, it's not, you're not the primary person in the situation. It's about somebody else's life and somebody else's actions. So something that's more like, it could be private to them, or it can just be about somebody else, even if it may affect you. But if it's not directly affecting you, as like a cause and effect situation, is a combination what B and Mo just said is gossip.
I agree with y'all. I think even if it directly affects you, but I think one thing B touched on that he said was it's kind of like the need to know. You know, for me in my life, I realized that if somebody don't need to know it and you passing that along. See, I don't know. I struggle with this one a little bit because sometimes,
Because you be out here gossiping.
You say what?
Because you be out here gossiping.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'll be out here gossiping, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I don't gossip, I share information.
Wow,
because
hey.
What's up, bro?
Nah, go ahead. I'm listening.
Now I'm just saying that, in sharing information, I feel like for me, whenever if I do, I ain't gonna lie, I done had some gossiping moments, but in my gossiping moments, a lot of the times when I'm telling that information, even though it's not always a need to know, sometimes it's like somebody who I know, if I be like, hey, I might have to call on you, you know what I'm saying, for this to go down, then they'll show up. So like technically it's not 100% need to know. So I consider it gossip, just keeping it 100. But yet then again, at the end of the day, like right now, if Mo got something going on and you don't really need to know about it, but I know, hey man, I'm about to pop down and help my guy Mo out. I might need to make this move. I might say something to you for, situational awareness, and then come that way. But at the end of the day, I own up to it. I still call it gossip, but
See, I think that's something different though. What you just explained is not really gossip. I look at gossip as, like man, I heard so and so was XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you don't know if so and so was XYZ, but you're gonna speak on it, and then you're sharing that, not and knowing that you honestly don't know, and that could start a rumor that so and so was XYZ. You just gossip on that person, and when they come to school on Friday, she was licking booty and then kiss somebody in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know.
I think so I'm gonna just piggyback off what you were saying, Bonds, and I think it becomes gossip when you put a negative narrative on it, right? So when you out here giving them, because when we out here and we talking about people and we spraying in the goodness or something good that somebody done did for somebody, you know what I'm saying? Do we consider that gossip? So I think it's more so just on the level of what type of information are you giving the next person about somebody else? And if it's negative, then I would say that it's under the line of gossip.
So Mo, let me ask you a question, bro. So what happens if, I call it salon talk, barbershop talk, if for this sake of this conversation, salon talk, where it'd be like, girl, that girl went and did this for her man and some, that couldn't be me. Like at the end of the day, she could be saying something positive about what the girl did for her man.
But that don't sound like something positive. She said,
Yeah, she made
girl, that blah blah blah, that could be me. That's negative. That's gossip.
Hey, I agree. I agree. I just kind of want to put.
Okay, no doubt.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk to you, brother.
Hey, listen, short and sweet, but I keep it nice and long. So,
Oh man.
Yo, turn up, man. What's up, man? I ain't seen y'all cats in a minute. This a whole new year, 2023. I'm trying to stop cursing, so you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna just be saying all kind of the craziest stuff that substitute my curse words.
Hey man, we Spicy B said he gonna show up. Mo said he gonna challenge him tonight. But man, so now I think we got clear understanding of what gossip is from the fellas.
Well, Well, can we wait a minute? We got park for a second. We got to park.
Well, what's up?
Here's the thing: you got a clear understanding of what we think gossip is. I don't necessarily think. I think there's good types and bad types of gossip. You know what I'm saying? I think for the direction in which this show is going, I know that the episode is titled "Pillow Talk." That's going to be that bad type of gossip we're going to talk about in a minute. But I think, you know, when a lady, you know what I'm saying, out here spreading the news of how I do what I do because I'm spicy B, you know what I'm saying? That's gossip. And that might make her friend want to be like, I want to see what it do. And that's good news, you know what I'm saying? That's gossip. And that might make her friend be like, I'm trying to see what it do.
Hey, but at the end of the day, all right, I'll let everybody else. Like Mo, do you agree with that?
I totally disagree. I totally disagree because, like, I mean, and I'm gonna stay hard on that. You know what I'm saying? Because, and now I'm gonna flip it to the Bible, because when Jesus told somebody to go do something and spread the word, right? He's saying go spread the word. It's not gossip, is it? Or is it gossip? Because you're saying it's good gossip. It's not gossip. It's the right information.
I think for the purpose of what I was saying, I wasn't talking biblically.
Yeah, come on, Spicy. Come on, Spicy.
I wasn't talking biblically.
Yeah,
I understand. I understand that. No, I understand that, but I'm saying, but this is how I look at it through my lens, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? All these lenses that I have, I just try to, because as y'all know, I don't have my love language is all 5, so I try to make it an even out here. So all I'm saying is, I just disagree. Agree to disagree. And
I'm gonna take it back to something I think both of y'all said before. It's usually when it's something that's related to that you don't have factual information on. And so if old girl saying that Spicy B laying it down and those are facts, then that's facts. So it's not gossip based off of the original definitions.
You know what? That's why you on this show. That's why you on this show. You brought it back. There you go. All right, now we can move on.
Man, it's gossip.
Point one. hey, question and point one check. This is what, listen, if all else failed, we would go to Cap, and he's going to make sure he finished the job. All right.
But I think B, at the end of the day, B said, is there good gossip and bad gossip? For me personally, I believe, you know, to answer that question very directly, not belabor any more time, I think all gossip, honestly, bad. That's just my opinion. But so with that being said, man, we know the stereotype women be talking, they be gossiping. But, you know, the fellas been talking and come to figure out that men be gossiping too, but it's in a different form. So, but I mean, this is just some of our opinion. Actually, I don't even know if all the fellas agree with that. So let me ask this second question. Is pillow talking gossiping? Real quick, before we jump into that, let me give you an example of what pillow talking is. Is when you are laying in the bed on a pillow next to your whatever. Significant other, and you start talking about some stuff that may not be a need to know. Pillow talk. Fellas, hey man, I know somebody ready to jump on that. Is pillow talking gossiping?
Yo, so I actually think there's 2 versions of that pillow talk that you're talking about, because of the fact that you got the need to know pillow talk, and then you got the just sharing information pillow talk. So you got the sharing information, you just keying with your old lady or your boo thing right there. And then y'all just talking about whatever with life and everything. And it could be stuff that's need to know because it's people she knows, and y'all would talk about those with that information with those people in person. But where it goes to the need to know and the gossip and the opinionated piece is when that conversation goes too long. And then people start speculating in their own conjecture on certain things. But whether it's good or bad, I think it's still all gossip. But I think there are 2 versions of that pillow talk.
Mo, is it good? Is there a such thing of good pillow talk, bad pillow talk? Is pillow talking even gossiping?
I think I'm gonna just piggyback and kind of just say it just depends on what y'all are talking about. So if I'm laid up in a bed, I can be previewing my day, not giving necessary details about what I talked to y'all guys about, but just what I done did. Oh, I podcast today. Oh, I had to fix a tire today. You know what I'm saying? So pillow talk, just engaging, just having that last minute talk with, what I'm saying, the short, you know what I mean? But, if, we start talking, be like, oh, I seen, B.Money called you and, you kind of walked off and seen friends. What y'all was talking about? Soon as I start talking and then adding some extra stuff that probably won't even say it in the combo, that's when gossip is in play. So that's just me. I enjoy the pillow talks though. You know what I'm saying? Cause when you get them women to open up, spread that thing, that mind get to spread like a wildflower. I appreciate that, John.
Your mind too.
Yeah, hey, you got the wrong mind. That that mind is gonna be down. It's gonna be down there, not up here. Nah.
B, is you man? What? Hey, you agree with these fellas or what they talking about, man?
There's a lot of Delilahs out here. I'm gonna let that sink in. There's a lot of Delilahs that are out here, and what I mean is, when are we the most relaxed, fellas? When are we most loose? When are we ready to just right after we bust a nut? That's right, I said it. So therefore, this is what I'm gonna say to you. These Delilahs out here know what they got to do to get the information that they need to get. It's not always about cutting your hair and you losing your strength. Sometimes you're just talking. Loose lips sink ships. Ain't that what the saying say? Loose lips sink ships. You done bust that nut. She start asking you questions. You ain't thinking. You ain't clear because you relax. Next thing you know, you speaking on something you ain't got no business speaking on. Next thing you know, you done let something slip out. Yeah, my guy B.Money was out here. Oop, wasn't supposed to say that.
Yeah,
there's a lot of Delilahs out here.
But now we talking about testing the loyalty now. You feel me?
No, I just use that as weak minded.
Hold on. I'm not. I know it was only example, so I'm just rolling hypothetically off your example. is you that weak minded? Often, as soon as you bust a nut, that you gonna mess around and start spilling the guts about talking to the homie. Not you see what I'm saying? Like. It's still, hey, the nut, once the nut gone now, the nut is out. So I ain't got to say nothing. I ain't got to say a day. I'm going to roll over in the bathrobe.
So you know how I like to bring all of our episodes full circle. You know what I'm saying? And if people, for the weak-minded individuals that have not caught on yet, that how all of our episodes, the last 4 or 5, have been connected in some sort of way. Let me connect some dots for you. As an alpha male, I ain't gonna be weak-minded like that. You know what I'm saying? But then, there's some betas out here that, this might be their first dive in the ocean. You feel what I'm saying? They've been hanging out and never had nothing like that before. And they might, man, let me tell you about it. They relax.
Hey, so let me ask you this, especially since my guy B, we normally always circle back, catch some, but what if some people are identified as a part of intimacy? Like, let me connect with my old lady.
I mean, some people probably do, but I mean, they just need to realize that's still gossiping. Right. And I'm gonna hold what I was gonna say next until a little bit later.
But what part of that is, and this is seriousness, what part of intimacy is that when you speaking on somebody else?
Hey, but I agree with you. First of all, I agree with you, but there's some people be like, I'm just talking to my old lady and then that. Or you know what I'm saying? Hey, and they feel like, well, I don't see nothing wrong with it and stuff like that. Because here's how most men that I realize who be gossiping, pillow talking, be over there and they be like, well, no, man, I just told her you was around the chicks. I didn't tell her that you had them on, naked, in the shower. It'd be like, hold on, dog. You still told her that, this person was in a hotel with all these chicks. You know what I'm saying? It was just him and stuff like that. So, but you know, some people feel like if they don't give what they see as being that crossing the line, we just need this clarity, man. The people need to know what the clarity is, because there's some men out here pillow talking and they don't think it's pillow talking. We just need to make sure that they know, hey, as soon as it come out your mouth, it's gossip and it's pillow talk.
Yep. I mean, I think that's spot on. And B hit it was saying that's a beta. That's a beta mentality from the men's end. And since we say gossip is usually related to, you know, one
A
gender.
female trait.
Yeah, we usually say gossip is a female trait, even though we've all identified here that everybody does it in some form or fashion.
Yeah,
But
we do. Hey, I was just about to say, I can guarantee you, we all done got daggone hit the G joint at least 2, 3, 4 times now. Ain't that one time, but
in one night.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, you went to go talk to Holy Mary then. Good God Almighty, boy, you confessing on everything.
Hey man, so well, let me ask this question then. So since we saying that at some point in time, everybody, I think, in some course of their life have gossip, but specifically the pillow talking. As I just brought it up, man, some people might see it as a way to connect. Is there a downside to pillow talking?
Yes.
Well, let me say this. I said, is there a downside? So since that I think we kind of in our last statement identified that pillow talking is not a good thing. Let me flip it and say, is there like a positive, or is there anything good that can come out of pillow talking?
Before we go down there, some people believe that pillow talking is the strongest conversation on the planet. And when I say that, what I mean by it is that's when you're most tying it back into intimacy. Again, that's when most people are most vulnerable. And in that moment, you know what I mean? You ain't got no clothes on. She ain't got no clothes on. You just got finished doing some stuff that you probably wouldn't want your mama to see you doing. You get what I'm saying? So you feeling some kind of way. So you vulnerable. And you sitting there talking about stuff, probably that ain't the best time. Like, you could have honest conversation, but when you start speaking on somebody else and speaking on other things that you really ain't got no business speaking on, man, that could be dangerous, bro.
Hey, I also want to add another element to this, because sometimes some people are pillow talking and they ain't did nothing.
Do you consider that pillow?
I was going to ask that question.
They might be laying there with their clothes. They might be laying there with their clothes on and just still cackling. See, or some of these dudes that's trying to get in good, laying next to a fee, whether that's his main or not, you know, and they want to just start disclosing information, but they laid up and they pillow talking. So I think there's a lot of different versions of it, and I do agree with you on the vulnerability piece. I know most of the time some people sleep after that part. So, but you know, I just want to say that it is before and after, you know, that pillow talking is on the table. Because some people are vulnerable though too. They might be sitting up in the bed eating ice cream or some stuff that I would never do. That's not what you would do. But you know, they just cackling and having a good time, eating food in the bed.
I consider that conversation. I don't consider that pillow talking. I'm just being honest. I don't consider that, like, if we just up watching TV, laying in the bed, you know, and I'm fully coherent, and I'm in the right frame of mind. I don't consider that as pillow talk, because I know what I'm saying at that point. I almost feel like pillow talking is something that you almost don't know you doing it until like later. You be like, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Kind of rough, bro, because I hear what you're saying and I agree, but I think once we get into, there's like a element that when men get into this thing that they like need a woman, I agree, it's like a beta mentality that you can't just stand on your own morals. Like, man, people be pillow talking over the phone, in my opinion, you know, and I call that, and I understand what you're saying, like you ain't gotta be laying down.
I agree with you on that one.
I think it's trying
the devil.
Yeah, they trying to get, especially, pillow talk on the FaceTime. Are they trying to get to the pillow?
I think that's the same thing. They FaceTime laid up on the pillow. I think that's what I think is the same thing.
That's
We
pillow
go
talk.
and get into like your vulnerable state. You in a comfortable state. So I won't even say vulnerable. You're in a comfortable state where you laid on a pillow or laid down. It could just be on the couch, FaceTiming, still kiki and cackling. And I'm gonna call it cackling because now you get to talking about a bunch of other things that you wouldn't do in a normal state.
Hey,
Some people probably still would.
It's called relational counseling. That's what it is. They sit there,
So we giving these betas excuses now.
hey,
I ain't out here pillow talking. I'm relational counseling.
Hey, y'all about to start seeing videos come out where they're gonna be like, hey, he listens to me and he talks to me. He pillow talks to me.
but
If you
see,
ain't pillow talking, you're not a real man.
But I agree. I agree with Bonds though. Like you said, that's one, having pillow talk is one of the most powerful times because, like you said, or not even just laying in the bed or sitting on the couch, at, like you said, at your most relaxed state. And I just think when it come to us as men, we just have to watch what we share, because especially when it comes to like pillow talking, laying in the bed, because it can obscure, you know what I'm saying, that the person you would judgment on whoever y'all talking about. And we have no right hand or left hand to judge nobody. And so I just think, whatever anybody's talking about, just be mindful. It's not easy because the tongue is uncontrollable. It's controllable, but it's not the easiest muscle to control. So let's just try to be mindful how we spitting out this info, because sometimes we could get happy. You know what I'm saying? Or check this out. Hold up. Or what if you tipsy? You know what I'm saying? We like to drink. For me, when I'm drinking, I'm free. I ain't gonna care what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna keep it. I might turn it up an extra 1,000, and then at that point, it's just cackling. I might get the cackling at that point. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care because I'm drunk.
Hey, only thing I'm gonna say with the drunk thing is I do talk a little bit more when I'm drinking, but my ships, when we be riding back in the day and we pregame and we going somewhere and catch slug and I get to talking, like my 3 Club want to be like, oh yeah, Ju been drinking because he telling everybody about themselves, it's like, so at that point in time, it's just, there's no filter. So I'm going to say, getting back to the whole thing, is factual information. It may be my conjecture, but I'm also usually talking to the people that I have something to say something about. But no, I agree. There do some people get those loose lips even more when they're drinking.
Hey, but I think
I've been drinking.
Hey, Mo, you said, I wanted to let you finish, man, because sometimes I don't let you always finish and you be having some powerful stuff to say, man. But you said something earlier that I kind of want to touch on. You was like, speaking about a guy, speaking one of you guys, they wilding. Hey, is there ever a situation where it's okay to gossip, to pillow talk? Let me actually just give y'all a hypothetical of what I'm speaking on. Your guy, y'all, you got your guy who out there wild. You know what I'm saying? He like, oh man, or he be lying, and he always somehow find a way to throw you in the lie. And it's kind of like something that can sink your relationship type stuff. Like, oh yeah, I was with Juicer, and stuff like that. But and he's like, whoa, they said you was around there with 7 females, and he was like, yeah, I was with Juicer. Like, if you talking to your feet on the bed, and you talking to your old lady, do you need to be like, nah, then he be lying? Or, giving maybe a little bit more information to let her know that, like, hey, I ain't in these streets, doing that type of stuff? I mean, first of all, is that question clear? Y'all see where I'm going?
I see where you're going with it, but I think it goes right back to the facts piece. But if you putting somebody else's business out there or using old information about somebody in the current situation to get yourself out of a situation, 100% gossiping.
And I would say that's weak as hell. If you got to use somebody else to get out of your situation, then you ain't had no business being in that situation to begin with.
But like I'm saying,
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I'm just saying that's weak for that individual to do that. All I'm gonna say is, like I said earlier in the episode, you got to keep it player. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it player. That's what, you ain't got to disclose everything. You know what I'm saying? But one of my favorite songs in the world, It Wasn't Me.
Hey,
that's one of my. She saw me getting on it. It wasn't me. She even called me on camera. It wasn't me.
Yeah. So I get where you coming from. I get where you coming from, Money. When I was, if that person is coming at you trying to question you about, I mean, ultimately, it's none of their business. When somebody talk to you, when y'all talk to me, and then if a shorty coming up to me asking me what y'all talking to me about, that's confidential. That's between us. They ain't got nothing to do with you, whether you like what I'm telling you or not. This is the alpha part of being mindful, and then just kind of just putting her in her place with that. You know what I'm saying? Because we not.
Oh, you can't say stuff like that. We can't put him in
you
place.
can, or put him in his place.
Hold on.
We can't put
hold on. You can't say, hey, listen, hold up, wait a minute.
Just like a black man trying to put a black woman in their place.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna put you in your place. And this ain't no disrespect and nothing like that. But when you cross over here in this road, you cross out of line. You out of line.
Look, I think it goes both ways though too, because I've heard some situations. Now I agree with everything you just said, Mo, but I said even on the guys' end too, because we're talking about some of these beta males out here and some of these dudes that just gossiping. They got those traits in them, and they just can't help themselves. And I've talked to females before, colleagues, associates, friends, and some of the stuff I hear that they dudes are saying to them, I'm like, did you marry a man? Like, I'm like baffled, but I've seen it a little bit far too often. But I'm not saying that's the norm, but they do exist, and they need to be put in their place respectfully because he's still a man.
Facts. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is, if y'all talking to me, we having this convo. I don't need anybody, not even just a shorty. I don't need no dude. Oh man, what was y'all talking about? Hey, everybody business ain't everybody business. So what we were talking about is not your business. And let's just keep it that way. I'm trying to keep my gossip level below a 5. Okay, so.
And gossiping is bad. Biblically it's bad. I guess what I'm saying. See over there, B, where you get your water in, man. For the end of the day, we trying to do better this year, take care of ourselves too. I say like you have those people, like guilty by association. So basically the fellas are saying that if you land and your old lady be like, hey man, I hear your guy be out here wilding, and you was hanging. I heard he was wilding all last weekend. You was with him for those days. You know what I'm saying? What was you doing? B.Bond just said like, man,
it used to happen to us all the time. Jew used to put us in some crazy situations. Back in the day, he put us in situations to get our Swiffer stolen and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because back in the day, everybody knew that I was about to go out and I was about to kick it. Some people weren't allowed to go out and kick it. so they had to say, because I was with Jew, and I was like, guilty.
Oh man. Hey man, look. Hey, with that being said, man, let's hop into this last question. Your boys got me weak over here. Is man, so pillow talking, I think we all have a unanimous viewpoint on it. Pillow talking is gossiping. So since these men be out here gossiping, y'all know we always got to ask this question. Who gossiping more, men or women? Now, don't get quiet on me now. I'm coming to B because he's spicy. We coming with spicy B first. Let's get it because this is our last question, so we going out. Hey, B, who be gossiping more, men or women?
If you would have asked me this question 10 years ago, I would have said ladies for sure. But in today's age and society today, I'm sorry. These niggas be out here running their mouth, bro. Hey, and I ain't even talk about like, you could go entertainers. Drake is the biggest pillow talker gossiper I've ever heard in my life on wax. He put all the business out there. And then he made it okay for niggas to be out here talking. Listen, I ain't never seen so many dudes out here that got to feel validated by what they be out here doing in the streets. It's like, why? I smashed Beyonce yesterday. What I got to tell y'all for?
Well, you should tell me.
Oh, y'all would know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all would know. But you get what I'm saying? Like, sometimes
Somebody gonna put it on the record.
Yeah, what's understood don't need to be said. Like, if my guys be like, hey, if you got to ask me if I hit, yeah. You already know that answer. If you asking, hey, B, you crack? Come on, dog. You ain't gotta ask that. You already know. But niggas nowadays, hey, I was out there with so. Oh, come on, man. Cut it out. Stop it. Cap.
Hey, who be gossiping more, man? These men or women?
It's probably gonna take a couple generations for me to say that gossiping is not a female trait. I'm still gonna say that women gossip more, but I've already, called it out that men be out here pillow talking and gossiping and showing a lot of those traits. But I'm gonna say women gossip more because I feel like, I'm gonna elaborate a little bit since Mo stepped off. I feel like we might have a lot of conversation about something, and it could be about something. It could be about the game. And very seldomly are we going to say, hey, the Cowboys messed up, man. They lost the game. They didn't do this, and that. This is what they should have done better. It's not going to be like, well, and I mean, and I'm going to say this because we was just talking about this in a text message thread the other day. I mean, Trayvon Diggs was out there with his girl. So, that's why he was messing up. This happened after the game. But, if it had happened before the game, like when Tony Romo was out with Jessica Simpson, we ain't going to be like, man, because he was out there with Jessica, in Cancun and stuff. That's probably why he messed up and threw that interception. Like, that's usually not the conversation you're going to have with, between guys. So I'm gonna leave it right there for right now, and I'm gonna say like it's still women in my book, but yeah, these men gotta chill. Everybody gotta chill.
Yeah, Mose, who out here gossiping more, man?
Hey, man. Hey, I agree. It's in today's time, it's just too many. It's too much on the male side right now for me just not to say. I think the guys. I think we transitioning as the world has changed, right? And I'm trying to be politically correct without offending nobody, because that's just this is a new leaf that I done turned over. Okay, people, I'm trying to stop cursing. I'm trying to be nice when I talk. So, as the world changed, it just seemed like women are trying to be men, men are trying to be women, even down to the pillow talking, the gossiping, the dressing. So I just think maybe not everybody don't do it, but I just think it's just a lot of men that's out there that's probably hitting it way harder than women. That's just.
I feel that. To answer my own question, honestly, again, I would probably, mirror what you said. I think, but again, also speaking of what B.Bond and Mo said, I definitely can't say that I believe it's 100% men, because as Ju said, he hit it like right on the head. I think men, when they communicate naturally, a lot of the time it's just like, hey, I'm just it's kind of like, I don't want to say facts, but it is a little bit more, just, hey, this what happened. They don't really have like that intent all the time. Now that is changing. Now that's why I definitely agree with, Moses and B.Bond. There are a lot of men out here now these days whose their intent is to kind of gossip, not kind of, to just flat out gossip. their intent is, because they feel like that information is necessary in order for them to, get a female or to get something from a female. However, I think just the average woman, and I done been around a lot of dope women, who like they ain't like just messy or stuff like that, but it's just their natural form of communication is gossip. You know what I'm saying? You even think about a lot of these shows, your Love and Hip Hops, your, Real Housewives. Yeah, those soaps, that's always been things that women talk about. And they communicate the same way that these storylines are, given. So it's like that drama and mess, or as I, said earlier in the show, like that couldn't be me, type thing, question that come out, where they say something along those lines. That's that type of stuff that I just be like, I think for the most part, it's still women. But yeah, man, that percentage is getting tight. Back in the day, it might have been like a 90-10. Now that jump might be like a 70-30 or 65-35 type thing. And
I give it
69-31. Yeah, I say 69-31.
That's fair. 69-31. B.Bond say 50-50. That's impossible, man, because you just said men gossip more, so it can't be 50-50.
51-49 then, nigga.
I mean, just stand on your ground, man. I mean, I know you didn't took a couple shots, you know what I'm saying, after Alpha Male and after what else was Insecure and a couple of these other shows. I know you gotta come back and make these women feel good.
That's not my job.
It ain't your job to make women feel good.
If you don't feel good about yourself, what look within, baby.
Hey, listen. Hey, speak on it, Bonds. Hey, cause look, don't come to me expecting me to be goddamn on your glory road. You hear me? Like
that ain't my job. Listen,
no.
When you look in the mirror every day, if you ain't happy with what you see, why I got to tell you to be happy with what you see?
I give you some affirmation, but I'm gonna need for you to have some. Some little with yourself now, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, look, my fellas, it must be getting late and my guys must be getting sleepy because they over here talking like all affirmation. Now I'm talking about y'all over here saying stuff, be on the show talking about, nah man, if a man gotta love a woman and if he don't love a woman, he trash. But then y'all get off the thing, like, oh man, that's not what I meant.
Huh?
I'm just calling it out like
hold on.
You talking about me?
Hey man,
I think so. Hey,
hey man, this been a good episode.
We didn't even wrap up. Look, and I mean, we sure got through another. We got through some questions again without a break. But it's
Oh no. The reason we ain't got no break. Hey, so can I go ahead and do it, B? Can I take? Go ahead
because Jew popping off, and I mean he don't even know the format. He don't even know the format.
But here's how we gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? So usually in the episode, we have a quick pause. You know what I'm saying? We done started this thing called Walking in Excellence. You know what I mean? I done did 2. B.Money just sent me his second one. Jew about to be on his second one. You know what I mean? But this episode, we couldn't do a Walking in Excellence. Can we all point to the other to the other in the room that we have not seen a Walking in Excellence from?
I can't.
Moses.
Hold on. I need to just say this one time, right? When it was time, I went to B.Money house so he could help me with this Walking in Excellence video. Him and Jazz. Listen, I'm putting it on him. Listen, we got distracted. I don't know. I forgot what we were doing, but
I think it was raining that day. It was raining.
Hey, listen, man, listen, I got a video. I'm going to send a video. I'm going to send a video tomorrow. Whatever it is, that's going to be whatever it is. You just going to have to just take what I got.
Hey, as long as you're walking in excellence.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the prime example of pillow talking on the internet. I was at B.Money and Jazz crib. And this guy, like, my guy couldn't just own his whole thing.
Oh, hold on. We only said it's pillow talking. We only said it's pillow talking if it ain't facts. We only said it's pillow talking if it ain't facts. Right?
Nah, you trying to throw this thing on us. But I mean, but it's you act like that was the one time that you could do one.
Hey, listen, y'all know I'm not computer savvy. I'm not computer
is-
savvy. I be calling B.Bonds. Yo, he be giving me.
Look, the people.
He 1,200 miles away giving me IT work. I'm just saying.
Hey, can I say one thing real quick? I didn't do my walking in excellence on the computer. I did it with my phone. And Mr. Trucker, it seemed like you know how to use your phone. All right, man. Look, y'all. So my man out here pillow talking on the internet.
And this is how I wrap this segment up. You know what I'm saying? A million times I done told Mo, just shoot it. I'll make the action happen behind the scenes. Just shoot it and send it. I got you from there, my guy.
All right, man. I
ain't got nothing. But that's why we ain't got no break. Cause Mo ain't did no walking in excellence.
Hey man. Hey, look. So with that,
I'm two in the hole. So I'm pretty sure I can conjugate up a easy video and just
conjugate.
Hey man. Hey, look. Before we get up out here, man, y'all got any save rounds? Mo, you got anything you want to just leave out there?
Oh, yeah. All right. Yo, walking in excellence. I would just say that one of the greatest things that we can ever do is always be led by God first and then watch your gift shine. Walking in excellence.
Hey, that does not count as your walking in excellence, but definitely good tip. Hey, Jay Will, Juicer.
Hey, pillow talking can be fun, but everything you've heard, I mean, you sitting there in a whether it's a vulnerable state or it's a comfortable state, you still gossiping. As long as everybody can admit that you're gossiping. I have gossiped 1 or 2 times in my life. I know it is hard to believe, and it doesn't happen often, but we are all guilty. But you just got to own up to your stuff, and don't keep on doing it, especially if it goes down a judgment lane or negative, or when you're going down that path of talking about some stuff you don't know what you're talking about. That's one thing I don't do. I shut up. So you do the same thing. Let's not be melodramatic. I love the word that you said, B.Money, about intent. Some people have an intent to cause harm to someone else by their words. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Y'all be blessed out here.
Mr. President, CEO, B.Bond.
When this episode comes out, it's gonna be it'll be February. The kickoff. I don't really celebrate Black History Month. It's a Black History Year. But for all you people out there that need a month to celebrate our Black history, you know what I'm saying? Educate yourself. Learn something, read something, study something, teach someone, you know what I mean, about how powerful it is to be a Black man in America, a Black woman in America. There's been some things that have happened, and I ain't gonna go down the rabbit hole. There's been some things that have happened recently, and it's sad. We deserve to live. That's all I'm gonna say. We deserve to live.
I mean, I was gonna go in one direction, but I'm quickly piggyback on what some you just said, B. I see a lot of stuff on social media talking about, long story short, it's just okay for Black people to be fighting against each other. Black men, I talk on this show and I try to hold, both sides accountable. Sometimes it may come off like I'm more so going at the women, but regardless, at the end of the day, I have that same high expectation for men too when I get after them. But as Black people, can we stop fighting against each other? Black women, we need y'all. Y'all dope. What I'm saying? If you've never, even though I've said this numerous of times, if you never heard it this clear, I think y'all dope, man. Y'all my favorites. But at the end of the day, y'all need us too. We need each other. And let's realize that, and as B said, in the month of February, the greatest month, especially we got to pick a day, the 24th of February. But at the end of the day, because that's the day the fellas first aired. But with that all being said, it just so happens to be my birthday. But with that being said, man, and man, we saw what we was able to do when we, came together. And I'm not saying this as like, if you love a different race and you in a different, relationship, ain't nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, like, we ain't got to down each other to justify, what we doing. Just live, love, be happy, and follow God, man. But man, this has been another episode of the fellas. Man, we love y'all. We trying to keep it together.
Sometimes my clouds hang low.
And man, we came in on God. We're gonna go out on God, and everything in the middle. Y'all keep us in y'all prayers.
Yo, I can hardly see the road.
Stop that pillow talking. Unless you're talking to Jesus.
Yo.
Nico.